Hi, my name is Carol. I was originally diagnosed with breast cancer, estrogen progesterone positive, back in early of 2008. I had a lumpectomy end of 2008, of April. Was told my margins didn't clear, so they told me I needed to have a mastectomy. So I had my mastectomy on the left with reconstruction on July 8th of 2008 and then finished my reconstruction December 8th, 2008. I had my first reoccurrence December 8th, 2009 with another little lumpectomy. And in April 2010, I started chemotherapy. And then in June of 2010, I started radiation and then tamoxifen for 5 years to July of 2015. How did I hear about Dr. Nizami? My oncologist that I had from the beginning in 2008, she's the one that told me about Dr. Nizami and stated that she referred lots of patients to him and saw how well they were doing. I've always trusted her. I asked her if it was her, would she do his treatments? And she said yes, she would. So that told me right there. In 2017, I had another reoccurrence underneath my left arm. This was everything on my left side. I had 19 lymph nodes removed in September of 17. I was told that I had to have more aggressive chemo and more radiation. My oncologist in Santa Barbara stated, no, I already did chemo and radiation, and my cancer was slow growing, so I could go and just talk to those doctors and tell them, no, that's not what I felt I need. So I did. I went and had an appointment with LA, spoke with the oncologist, and asked them, why would you want to give me this treatment? And they said, well, maybe we don't have a treatment for you. And I said, then why would you put me on the treatment for a new patient? So they agreed and said, yeah, I guess we would do the same as you and not do that treatment. I saw the radiation oncologist. She went on to give me all the side effects of the second time having radiation. And I asked her, bottom line, what benefits am I going to get? And she said, maybe 3%. I said, 3% is not a good number. If it was your mom, your sister, would you do that? And she stated, no, if it was my mom or my sister, I would do the same thing as you. And as I was leaving, she said, yeah, if I was you, I would do the same thing as you. So anyways, in 19, I felt something again underneath my arm and my lymph nodes. I got a biopsy and they said it was the same, underneath my lymph nodes from my left breast. So that's when I decided that I needed to go see Dr. Nizami. Actually, I did see Dr. Nizami in early 18, and I took some of his tests, and it came back that I didn't need to have his treatments then. So I decided that if it ever came back, that I would go do his treatment. So in 19, I said, okay, I'm going to go see Dr. Nizami. And I did. I sold my house so I could have the money that I could have for my initial treatments. I started my initial treatments January of 2020 for the whole month of January, tapered off to where I am now. And today is the end of March of 2026. So going on 7 years. I go monthly for a maintenance treatment. Feel I'm here because of Dr. Nizami and Dr. Taguchi, my oncologist, for referring me there. That's how Dr. Nizami's treatment has helped me. I decided to come for care there because of my oncologist that highly recommended Dr. Nizami. She sent lots of her patients, and I asked if she would do it herself, and she said yes. My hopes and goals for my health. Obviously, my hopes and goals are always just to keep healthy and strong, and so I can be able to help somebody else. I feel like I'm still here. I'm supposed to be here to help others. I've had a couple friends of mine that their cancer came back, breast cancer, and they decided to go conventional, and they didn't even last a year. One of the girls, she just passed away last July of 2025, and it wasn't even 6 months when she found out it went into stage 4 in her bones. And I met her my first day of radiation, and it was her last day of radiation back in 2010. And I believe she had had just lumpectomy and radiation. So, and they put her on aggressive chemo. She passed away July of 2025. I would say, do your research and then talk to people and see what their outcome is and what they've been through. Most people I know that've had radiation and chemo again and again aren't here. So that tells you something. So, I think you just decide how much you value your life and what you're going to do, and you make hard choices like I did. And it wasn't fun, but I'm still here, and I feel I'm here to be able to help others. I feel that if the FDA would be able to approve Dr. Nizami's treatments, that he would be able to help so many more people and, hopefully be able to be covered by insurance and just help so many. Most people just have their only option is conventional treatments, it seems like. So, anyways, I've trusted Dr. Nizami. I went with my trust with my oncologist that referred me. She was a regular oncologist, and I'm still here today. And that's into March of 2026. And I started my treatment with Dr. Nizami January of 2020. So I'm here, and I know other patients of Dr. Nizami's that are still here because they chose to go his route. And yes, they've done whatever they need to do to help so they can do his treatments and be here.